Says I'm live.
Broadcast is live. Yeah, we've been
Woohoo!
live for 6 seconds.
Hey everybody, this is Gene, and I'm here with Joe, and we
What's
are
up?
doing the Mountain Mayhem 6 list review.
Excellent.
Yes, the long anticipated whatever. Anyway, people have been bugging me for it, so here it is. The lists, by the way, are also up on the website. If you go to the second post where the participants are, there'll be a link for the list there too.
You are a man of the people,
I
giving them
try
what
to
they
help
want.
people.
You know?
Like I said, I was we were talking just before this started. It's like, when did it become a thing where everyone expected the pairings and the lists
Yeah. A
in
week before the
advance?
event. Yeah.
Yeah, you can prep for one game. Good luck.
Well, Alex Schmidt, if you were here, and Phil Blake will be muling and dribbling over their list and their opponents for days at a time. No
Yeah,
sleep will be had.
Alex definitely would. There's a reason he's a good player because
Hmm.
he obsesses over lists.
Yep.
All right, so let's get
All
this
right.
started.
Let's do this thing.
So Mountain Mayhem, here we go. First one we have up the list is Ben Jones.
You mean his daughter's list?
That's true. His daughters made this list.
Yeah.
So what are we seeing in here? He's got an adept. He's got a
He's got the Super Chariot Lord with the Midnight Cloak.
yeah.
It's only got Hero's Heart though.
Is this magic just an adept of Cosmo?
Does he not have?
Is that it?
Well, the Medusa has a bounce spell,
Okay.
so he's got 4 spells.
Oh, magical heirloom. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's interesting. And a binding scroll.
Certainly different.
Two krakens, a hydra, a Medusa,
It's a lot of beef on the table.
couple chariots. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's an interesting list. I actually kind of like this list.
It's different with the. So he has a captain that's a Beastmaster, but it isn't mounted.
That's odd.
I guess he goes with the Corsairs.
Maybe.
Because do dancers have the same rule?
He's got the Beastmaster's lash. Are we sure that's the right price for him?
Did you screw up?
This is his list.
Did he send a new recruit?
He sent this in text format, if I recall. Let's do well, that's actually could be interesting because that's not supposed to happen.
So the captain's 145 base. We're very professional here.
Let's get this out of my way. There, I just wanted to.
I think it's probably close to the right points.
So
Because,
captain's on foot for 300 points. That is correct.
Yep. All right. Sounds good.
All right, Ben Jones. This is a Ben Jones list. Then I thought it was really good until I saw the guy on foot.
Yeah, I was expecting him on the Manicore for like just the full-on shove.
Right. Okay. Still kind of a good list. I still like the list. It's odd too, the repeater auxiliaries with the Academy banner.
Right.
With the repeater auxiliaries, which doesn't help their shooting.
No.
But it helps the units around them, I guess.
Yeah.
But that means that unit has to move and keep up with people.
Keep up with the Witch Elves.
Yeah, that's anyway. All right.
Does that also affect the Witch Elves?
Let
me double check.
I
I
think
got
so.
the book open. It's been so long since I've played this game. That does not affect the Blades of Nab, no. It affects Corsairs, Legionnaires, and Repeater Auxiliaries.
Okay, so he's got to walk around with the Corsairs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it doesn't affect the Dancers, right?
Nope.
So it only helps the Corsairs.
Well, and the actual auxiliaries if somebody charges.
If they get into combat, right?
Right.
But that's a unit you don't want in combat.
No.
So, okay. All right, fine. Good luck, Ben. As you noticed, we skipped beast herds because there are none.
Oh, no beast herds?
No beast herds. Brings us to Ben Nelson.
All right, Master on Witchcraft.
I like that. I like a Master of Witchcraft. I would rather have a more mobile one than what he's got, but I like it.
Yeah, I don't. I also just maybe it's my own bias, but I don't really like protecting my wizards because they're just so squishy anyway. Like,
why not give him a 4-up ward?
I mean, it's 70 points.
Yeah,
that's a lot of points.
Okay, it is, but okay. I believe in protecting them, so I guess that's why you win and I lose.
Well, I mean, I also have been known to charge my my toughness 3 no save high elf archmage in with a unit of Sea Guard into Iron Orcs.
That's true.
By losing the mage, I still won that combat. So
I'm not going to mention where that game came in. Dread Legionnaires, Raiders, what else? Tower Guard, Raptor, 2 Chariots, 2 small units of Dread Knights, and a Hydra. Okay.
Yeah, I like the Chariots and the Dread Knights, kind of the combo.
Yep.
If you're going to take 1 Hydra, I would just take 2. I do think the Spearmen with the Academy banners are a cool choice.
Yep.
And it is interesting always seeing the Divine Altar not with the BSB. I don't know if that's like a new trend, but...
Running around by itself or in a unit. It can go in a unit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually kind of like
I feel
that.
like if you're going to pay for one, you might as well just take the character version for your BSB.
Where is his BSB? Both his characters are on foot.
Yeah, so he's just a fleet commander. He can Vanguard, but he can't because there's no Corsairs. So I don't know why the fleet commander gives him an extra save when he's on foot. But Okay.
All right. Another bin. Jeff Durham.
Oh boy.
A king with a bunch of crap. A runic smith with a bunch of crap. A thane with a bunch of crap. You guys sort it out.
The engineer with the Forge Repeater, Rune of Storms, 28 Greybeards, Marksman, Rangers, Miners, Copter.
It's interesting. The Thane has the triple Rune of Lightning this time. I'm used to seeing that on an engineer.
Why would he have why would an engineer have the triple? Oh, just to make him more fighty if you put him in a unit?
Yeah.
The engineer could just stand behind a hill and just give good stuff
exactly.
to the field artillery.
Yeah. Greybeards. Oof, that's a pricey unit.
That's a lot of points for a core unit. Yeah. And I mean, so he's got the Rangers, which are cool. Like, just run this list a bunch. I'm glad to see him put a unit of Miners in here for the scoring flexibility. So he's basically going to Death Star either the Greybeards or he will surprise you and put them in the Marksman if you get close to the Marksman. But
really?
He basically, yeah. And then you can't crack the Marksman then with the characters in there. So, and he also has the flexibility and deployment with the Miners and the Rangers with the Scout. So, 2 chap pieces.
Both steam copters, field artillery, organ gun. Yeah, cool. Rune crafted organ gun, of course.
Yikes.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, you'll be dealing with it at some point, I'm sure.
No, thank you.
Joshua Austin, another Dwarven Holds player.
He's got the anvil, which is cool.
Neither one of their guys put their guys on the throne.
Yeah, neither one of them took a friggin' Dragon Sleek Layer or whatever. Yeah.
No, and I don't see those guys running around either. That's true.
19 Kingsguard. That's cool. I like the little units of Kingsguard. Just as little speed bumps. If you're going to take the 12 Greybeards, why don't you give them throwing weapons? Just so they have something to do while they're, waddling around.
Wow.
Give them something to do. Because he paid for like a champ and a banner in there when you could easily just drop those 2 and given them throwing weapons.
Oh, the 12 Greybeards, yeah.
Yeah.
Rangers, crossbows. What is a Craig Warden?
I think that makes them skirmish. So they lose scoring and become skirmishers.
Okay.
And then 2 organ guns.
Not rune crafted.
Not rune crafted.
That helps a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Well,
2 organ guns are ugly, though.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
And the bomber, not the...
Oh, he also didn't take an... If you're going to take an organ gun, why don't you take an engineer? The +1 to hit on an organ gun is 8.
Correct.
And also putting him in hard cover.
Yeah. Make one of them in hard cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I do like the handgunners.
It is a
But,
dwarf list. Oof. No one likes dwarves.
what is this freaking font, man?
You don't like this font? All
I'm
right.
just getting old.
Billy Smith with Demon Legions.
All right, let's see here. We have
Triple Harbingers.
That's cool. I like that. Double Apprentice and one Adept. Ooh, I like the Harbinger on the Pale Horse with Withering Vapor, the breath weapon.
Yeah.
That's a nice touch. Adept, Lemurs. Lemurs. Tough 5 core sucks. For us, it's very good in the Demon book, but it sucks for us.
Right. Chilling.
Okay, so I was experimenting before quarantine with Phil Blake on the Siren Star, and I think the Sirens are surprisingly scary. I don't know how good they are, like top tier, like Warhammer good, but with his rerolls to hit, rerolls to wound from his magic, you can give him +1 movement to make a movement 11 with Witchcraft.
Right.
And then they have Hammer Hand, so we get an extra attack.
Beast and the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Blazing Glory is good. I like that. That's always scary. I really like Bloatflies. So I think it's a solid list.
Okay.
I don't know how good it's gonna do, but
it's an interesting list.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see the Sirens out there.
I'm looking at the biggest unit of 16.
Yeah, MSU Demons is a real thing. This is more like MMU.
Right.
But the Mageblade Gremlins too are stealth filth with the Venom Sacks. Yeah, that's solid.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing Phil Blake's not playing Undying Dynasties. Those things get into one of his bunkers and he's over.
He's done. He's dead.
All right, Andy Grady, Empire Sonstal. And he's got the light of the Sonstal. Look at that.
Talisman of Shielding. Okay. On a horse.
That Marshall second guy's on a horse. I don't know why that doesn't say that.
Huh. Everybody's on a horse in a 12 Elector Cavalry. So he's playing the calf bus.
Yeah, 12 and 9 if that one gets shot up or whatever.
I like the Inquisitor with the hammer of the witches.
Yeah.
2 riders, a steam tank, some flagellants, a mortar. That's decent.
It's an interesting list. I like this. I like the mortar.
Yeah.
And once, if he runs against Skaven and somebody with a filthy plague catapult, he's got another unit to run into and hide.
Right.
A second time with his Cav characters.
Mm-hmm. Do it again?
I'm seeing riders with just a single pistol just to keep them low points chaff, I guess.
Yeah. I think they come equipped with 1 pistol. You just didn't pay for any upgrades. Yeah.
Yeah, I just...
Yeah, just chaff in that case instead of the brace.
I just like them so bad. So I like the brace of pistols so much.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you get away from it, but anyway, I don't play Empire, so I don't know.
That's why you don't know. You don't play Empire.
Maybe I should start. Phil Carl, Empire.
All right.
Horse. Essence of Mithril.
Locket.
He's protecting his guy, and he's got a locket. Knight Commanders as General. Light of the Sonstal again. Look at that.
Stalker Standard. I like that. So no
DT. 13.
So he's playing Equitane with Monstrous Cavalry. That's the 4 Knights of the Sun Griffin.
Yes, he is. And a steam tank. That's it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really 4 units. And of course, steam tank, which
a steam tank, which is a nice anvil.
Yeah.
I think, he probably puts the... I'm surprised he didn't take the battle focus guy since he's running such a huge star of knights.
Right. Yeah, that's
interesting.
It's
the double prelate for double hatred.
Right, 1 for each unit.
And the double buffs
It's an interesting army. Like you said, it's a Equitane army in Empire clothes.
It's like Equitane evolved into like the late Papal States era, and somebody paid Da Vinci to make his tank. That's cool. I like the
Yeah,
list.
it's a good list.
It's definitely
And
different. Yeah,
Phil's a good player.
I'm into
So
it.
we'll see how it goes. He's
Mm-hmm.
got a shot with that one. Kelly's
Oh,
Highborn
look at
Elves.
this font,
Come on now.
man.
Doing
All
everything
right.
I can to make it hard for you to read.
So he's got a prince who's the queen's companion. Oh, with the sliver of the blazing dawn and a queen's companion.
Yeah.
Interesting choice.
I think he
That's
ran
cool.
this at the one-day tournament.
I think so.
That
Yeah.
guy. That
Yeah.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
Young dragon.
Is a young dragon. I like that too. I would have put him on the big boy dragon, but young dragon's fine.
Carnot Tower. Yep.
Of course, obligatory.
That thing, if they continue with their pattern of pricing up things that are used all the time, that thing's going to go through the roof at some point.
Yeah. 27 spears with the banner, 20 sea guard, full command, 5 right.
13 Queen's Guard.
Flaw, strength 4 shooting. It's just tough
yeah.
3 with a 6-up save. But the mage having the Scepter of Power is nice for melodies. On the turn, he needs it.
Right. What's he have? Pyromancy for the +1 to wound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. On the master.
It's a good list. Seaguard, 20 shots from there. That's annoying. I finally been dealing with the Seaguard shooting at me when I charge other units. That's annoying.
Covering fire is annoying, yes.
Covering fire, yep.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good list, though. That's Kelly's. We'll see how he does. It's the only high elf list.
He didn't he podium at the one day?
He did.
Yeah.
I think he was second. Pretty sure he was second. Mark has brought Kingdom of Equitane.
He's got the general on the hippogriff with the reroll 1 shield.
Yeah.
The extra agility and weapon skill on the lance, the stand back up tabard, MR2, and Red Fury. We have the damsel with the, of course, druidism.
With the wafers, which I like.
Yeah.
On the unicorn to give the unit the stalker. I mean, Force stalker. Force strider. Sorry.
Yeah, Force strider. Mm-hmm. Paladin on a warhorse, BSB, only 1 Aether icon.
Mm-hmm.
Hand weapon Tristan's Resolve and a Swiftness potion.
He must have been short 10 points to give him the second one.
And then he has the Adept on Shamanism. Also nice. I like the Adept on Shamanism.
Yeah, he's liking a master and an adept. That's it's a lot of magic.
That's a lot of magic. I still don't know why nobody takes divination with Equitane. And I know raising knights back up.
It's just cool. The raising knight seems to be a great idea.
Like, divination seems to pair so well with the army.
Take divination and don't lose them.
Like, if you're going to run the master and the adept, why not just take the adept on druidism and chuck it at regrowth, summer growth?
Right.
I don't know.
10 Knights of the Realm, 8 Knights Aspirant, 15 Peasants, banner last charge on the Knights. Running them 4 wide.
8 Girl Knights with the Flaming Banner. The Green Knight, of course.
He loves the crossbowman.
Nice strength 4 shooting.
Yeah.
And then double Scorpion.
Yep. That's a good solid list. He should do well. Yeah. Of course, if he runs into some nasty Skaven nonsense,
there's some Skaven nonsense coming to this tournament.
Look at this. Brian Hulley, Orcs and Goblins.
Are these halfling goblins?
I have not seen them, but I'm assuming so.
Halflings, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we got an Orc Warlord who's our general. He's an
Iron Orc
on a boar chariot. Let's go.
Oh.
Paired weapons with... How can you give an Orc shady shanking?
That's a fantastic item.
No,
you don't like that?
that shouldn't be on an orc. It should be on a goblin like it's supposed to be.
I use it all the time on my orc. I think it's a fantastic weapon.
I just said I understand that it's a fantastic weapon, but it used to be goblin only.
It did.
Because it's such a fantastic weapon.
Yeah.
So
So
the war boar on shamanism, I like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, heirloom and rock, excellent choice. Oh,
Both
he didn't
are
take the skull fetish.
it's tough. That's a big point item, and it's what's it called? The one you can't take more than one of them. More than one.
Dominant, yeah,
It's dominant. So you can't take the heirloom if you do that.
Yeah, but look, you got a goblin chief, right? Or you have a goblin chief you could have swapped out for a goblin mage. Chuck it
Possibly, yeah, that's true. But anyway,
2 units of 40 cave goblins with double madgets. I like that. 9 boar riders. Not feral orcs. Don't like that.
the non-ferals, really?
Yeah, because that orc shaman's going in there, dude. And you kill a couple of orc boar riders, and if the general's not close by, that unit's gone.
Oh, you mean panic?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to risk my one wizard on a panic test.
Okay. All right, I can buy that.
So I guess the theory is he's gonna block up with the cave goblins and the trolls and have a really strong center. The Great Green Idol BSB is gonna kind of hold everything together there. But when you're running that cav, you lose all the flexibility of being able to flank it out wide, like press other areas of the board. Because you need to keep all your leadership right around those big tar pity units. So then your giants can come in and clean up.
He does got an 18-inch bubble with the BSB at least.
It's not. It sounds good, but
yeah,
it's not huge.
No, and the trolls, I like the trolls. I just can't deal with stupidity.
They're such a liability. Yeah, I mean,
you want to pursue something, but you can't because it puts them out of command. You know what I'm saying? Your general kills something he wants to pursue.
I absolutely know that. Yeah,
it's such a pain.
Yeah, they. If trolls had scoring, they might be worth the risk.
Yeah.
Like the opportunity cost might swing it back to where you'd want to take them all the time.
Right.
But
I still think they cost too much because of stupidity.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for stupidity, I think they would be fantastic. They'd still be fine priced, but with stupidity, no, they're way overpriced.
Right.
Anyway, too much of a liability, like you said. 2 get launchers with overseers is a nice build if you like shooting. And with these guys re-rolling, it makes them more accurate. So
yeah, the get launchers are fine. They're solid. They're a little expensive, I think, at $215.
Right.
But
and a Great Green Idol. Look at that. Pair of giants.
Pair
of giants with clubs. Oh, strength 7 giants. That's
he's one chaff feast. So shoot the chaff feast first. He has 2. He has a goblin chief. But
that guy's not much of a chaff.
He's only fly 12, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But that's 150 points of awesomeness in that guy.
A lot of strength 6 attacks.
I love that model.
I know you do.
Yep. All right. Moving on from this. Look at this.
Keith!
As orcs and goblins.
I love it. That's a lot of stuff. I see a lot of entries here. So he has the AP6.
6 strength 4, AP6 attack. No, 5 strength 4, AP6.
AP6 attacks. With MR2 on a Gargantula. Like it.
Yep. And the poisoned attacks, by the way, too.
Yeah.
From the Forest King. The Gargantula.
Yeah, the Goblin Witch Doctor on Thaumaturgy with the Scepter. Let's go.
Yep.
Blow yourself up. He's going to do it. But that's what he's there for.
He's a master of thaumaturgy. Oof. That's a big explosion. Orc Shaman is his general.
Yep.
Adaptive Shamanism with the crown to give him leadership 9. That's good.
Love it.
BSB.
Great weapon.
This kind of surprised me. But, okay.
Why? He's cheap and cheerful.
Based on the bottom 2 entries, he could have just bumped one of those up.
I don't. Can you if you take the Gargantula? Does that all fit points wise?
Maybe that could be the problem. Good point. Didn't think about that.
He
Feral
too
Orcs
has
with spears.
and a mammoth stabber. All right.
The Mammoth Stabber is fantastic. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. 20 orcs, common orcs.
Just to round out his
This
core.
banner.
Help.
Yeah, that's also the bunker for that orc shaman. Because
Goblins.
he'll auto pass the panic.
And the Boar Rider unit, which I love that single boar. 5 boars for 160, 2 up armor, tough 4. I think that's really nice.
3 up armor?
3 up armor. My mistake. 3 up armmer.
Yeah.
But it's a great scoring unit.
So are 15 iron orcs.
They cost almost twice as much, though. But they are good.
The double chariot I like.
3 skewers.
Yeah, 2 great units. This is a great list.
It's a nice list.
List of the tournament so far.
It's funny how Keith's one of the best players here at the tournament. It's funny how he runs 2 great green idols, and I hate them and don't own one. Well, that tells you something, huh?
Yeah, I think that should say a lot to you, Gene. Don't look too far into it, but
I'm ignoring that fact. Look at this. Brandon's return to ogres.
Yeah, well, let's see here. Oh, look, it has 3 mammoth hunters and 2 rocker rocks. I'm so surprised.
It's the cookie cutter list, pretty much, from him. This is his list. This is a list he's good at, but he went thaumaturgy instead of shamanism this time. That's different for him.
I like Thaum. I would have taken Thaum not as Wildheart, though. I think Wildheart, you kind of play shamanism, and then for the anti-shooting aspect, and then Thaum for like a normal non-Wildheart list.
Yeah, I need to look at something real quick. That's just... I'm sorry, but that's just so out of...
You don't think he actually took thaumaturgy?
Yeah, the fact that he took thaumaturgy. Is that wrong?
You having a senior moment?
I don't know.
Did your son break your brain?
He did. That's just... I'll have to follow up on that. I don't see it here. It looks like thaumaturgy. Anyway, all right. Okay, moving on.
Double rocker rocks.
Chris Mitchell has ogres.
Oh, he took ogres, not vampires. Oh.
Yeah. Chris has got a few armies to choose from. But
let's see here. The Liger's Tongue, Wizard Master, love it.
No Mammoth Hunter.
Gut Roar, so he's channel 2. Nice.
And a Great Con.
He's got a Great Con. Mammoth Hide Cloak, Halberd. Oh, he went Horde Master. Okay.
He gets points for a Great Con.
Yeah, he should have taken the Cagdi's Maul or whatever that gives him D3 wings.
Yeah.
Let him dunk on some people, Chris.
Just give him the scary weapon.
Don't sell him short. Let him live his dreams of being the fighter we all think he should be.
Yeah, he's got the mercenary vets, a couple units of bombardiers, and a frost. I love that frost mammoth. That's so disgusting.
Ooh, with Iron Fist, not with...
What's that, mercenaries?
Oh, yeah, not with pistols.
Yeah.
So there are 3 ups save with poison. Rerolling ones. I like that.
It's a good
It's like the polar opposite of Brandon, but it looks cool.
Yeah. Brandon has that banner on the 4 Tuskers.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Mitchell's going to run everybody in that bruiser unit, give them all Swift Stride.
No, somebody's going to move around, aren't they?
The Great Khan, I guess, could. Does Horde Master let you go with vets? I think so. I think they can all go with vets.
Chris just posted you can't take the if you go Horde Master, you can't take the magic weapon.
Well, there's your problem, Chris. Why would you go Horde Master? I don't see the issue.
Exactly. All right. I do, like I said, the Frost Mammoth is fantastic, though. The Frost Mammoth with the mercenaries, where it brings your initiative down by 3.
Yeah, it makes them a lot scarier.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he could put everybody right into the... Oh, my God, look at this script. Could put a lot of those guys in the Merc vets, too, because the Great Khan, if he had the right weapon, rerolling ones, dunk on people.
Yeah. All right. Here's another script to annoy you. Greg Cavaccini's Sylvan Elves. Actually, is this the list you just played fairly recently?
Yes.
The double
Yeah.
Kestrel list, I like this list a lot.
All right, so I have two opinions.
Okay.
Yeah, he has. When I was playing Sylvan Elves, and I still dabble, is if you're gonna run the Kestrels, I think they're best paired with the elite shooting, so you can kind of zone things off with the Kestrels off of your gun line, essentially, or your bow line. I think with the Blade Dancers, you have a lot of fast pieces and a lot of slow, fragile pieces, so it doesn't the list just doesn't quite jive. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. Elite shooting, yeah, I can buy that.
You have to play, Greg, to determine that
I
you're
do.
not the worst player in your own club, the club that you run.
One of the two of us will be the worst player this year.
Yes.
And
So
I've got to beat him by more than 3, I think.
Yikes. I don't know if you can do that. He can just run away from you and make you the worst player in the club you run.
It would be fantastic. All right. I took an experimental list, all right?
All right, sure.
Yeah, that's what I do every year. Yeah, that's my excuse.
Every time you're asked for a list. Oh, I took an experimental list.
I do like this list from him, though. Even though, because one thing I do like that the 5 Forest Eagles for 220. I think that's a nice unit.
I mean, I think it's okay. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. You don't have to like it. Just saying. I do.
You're more than welcome to.
Carrying the Undying Dynasties.
Is he carrying it by himself this year?
He's carrying it all by himself.
Oh, putting him on his back. All right, so we have
Conduit, Sacred Hourglass, of course.
Div Ada, Hierophant, Shock Guard. Ooh, the Shock Guardian.
He loves that model.
Crown of Pharaohs.
Ask Guy about that. That thing runs over Guy every game.
Yeah, good.
Guy has been on my team and rated Norbert a green match for the last 3 years, and I fed him Norbert, and he's got smashed every time.
Good. God deserves it.
2 Architect,
5 Legion Chariots. That's why it's the Crown of Pharaohs. So they're still getting my will be done. I like the Sandstalkers. I like the Catapults. I'm so on the Dread Sphinx, and I do enjoy the Cataphracts.
Yeah.
3 pieces of chaff is going to be tough to get into his bunker. But
the Vultures. Yeah, I missed them.
Technically 4, because the Sandstalkers can get thrown away too in a pinch.
Yeah, they can if you have to. It's 340 points though, but you're right. And the Tomb Architect becomes chaff at some point.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Absolutely.
Almost every game I see that thing becoming chaff. Of course, that's Phil. And Phil likes using him as chaff. All right. Chris Mintz, Vampire Counts. Zombie Dragon.
I like the Nosferatu on the Zombie Dragon. I think that's a cool build. I think Nosferatu is kind of cool in general. Gets you away from having to play with the Necromancers. Scepter's cool. He's got the Super BSB, the best cowboy in the game. The 1-up rerollable with the 3-up against Flaming Hero's Heart.
5 Strength 5 AP3. Yep.
Yeah, I think he gets Lethal Strike too. I can't remember.
That's a Barrow King, doesn't he? I think that's a standard thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. All right, so he has 4 scoring units. 1 can triple march. 1 is the Legion Standard, which he's going to grow first, so he has all the extra ranks. And then he has 4 chaff pieces. 4 chaff pieces. 2 wolves, a bat storm, and a phantom host. The double dark coach and a shrieking horror to keep you off of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's a Chris Mintz list. It's a good list.
He's got the double snipe. I don't think Nosferatu gets Wizard Master or the what's it called? Where you can take any spell.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't think that's Nosferatu thing.
No. Don't know.
But he'll definitely mark for Doom. Graves calls at 18 inches, which is nasty. And then He'll follow it up with Hasten the Hour from Evocation.
Yeah. Again, it's a Christmas list. It's a good list.
Mm-hmm.
And I might add, before the first deadline.
Well done, Chris.
It was a shocker to me.
Full bonus points.
James Smith with vampires. He's got a zombie dragon, a Lamia guy on a zombie dragon.
That's cool.
Lamia with mesmerizing
Courtier.
gaze on a monstrous revenant.
Okay. A necromancer general on alchemy. 22 ghouls. 2 big units of skeletons. Baronites. Court of the Damned. I'm surprised if you're going to take, again, it's kind of like you're taking the Court of the Damned and you're taking Lamia. Why aren't you taking the Courtier or the Count on the Court of the Damned?
Oh, on the court. Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I like double Varkalax.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just 2 units of chaff.
Yeah, the 2 units of wolves.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's different.
All right. Kevin Clark got vampires this year.
All right.
He was mad because I wouldn't let him play Asklanders. It's like, tell him to remove that thing not fit for tournament play, and I'll allow him.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
We've got the Count, Master of Occultism with Arcane Knowledge, of course. He's got a second Master. So this looks like the list that Chris was running last year with the big Barrow Guard unit and just putting all those characters in there and just basically saying F off.
Right. All my points are here. Come
yeah,
down.
and then he's just got chaff just to be like, stay off of me.
That unit of ghouls can be double.
Yeah, absolutely. And then he's got the double Black Coach too, and Black Coaches are awesome. They're kind of like Phoenix Guard, where if you fail your word saves, they're terrible, but when they just hit those in a row, and then they're healing, and then they're vampiricking, like they're such a pain in the you-know-what.
Right. Yeah, they don't go away.
Mm-hmm.
4 units of chaff, too, under 100-point chaff. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how he does on scenarios, but I don't think if he is gonna lose games, it's gonna only be by a little bit. Because nobody really wants to go into that Barrow Guard unit.
Yeah. Oof. And another Vampire Covenant. Nate Allison. That's 4 vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Master of Evocation.
Monster Hunter on a skeletal steed. He has the BSB on foot. 30 skeletons with triple march, 8 wolves, 2 units of zombies, some chaff. Oh, another big Barrow Guard unit. All right. Oh, with halberds. Definitely mixing it up. 5 vampire knights, 9 barrow knights, 6 vampire spawn, 2 great bats. So he's got 3 units of chaff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scoring units. That's awesome.
That hurts and flags bad.
Yeah, but you could park 20 zombies in a corner and just throw some bodies at them every now and then.
Okay.
And then you got the vamp spawn as a nice zoning piece with the knights and the with both kinds of knights. Interesting choice.
It is.
I haven't seen, I usually see with vampires, either, big blocks or, a lot of cav and single models. So it's kind of fun to see them put together.
Well, I'm seeing that part of his choices were based on the army he could borrow.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Because he's packed up.
That's right, because he's moving to Japan.
Yeah. Ugh, look at your font. What did you do?
I sent you one in new recruit format. This is what you did.
Okay, if you want to try to blame me. All right, so what is this filth?
There's a lot of entries here. I'm pretty impressed with myself.
Doomblade? Yeah, I think you have most entries.
Magister with 5 spells with the rerolls to number of hits. I have a Doomblade with a potion of
Of
swiftness.
course you have Doomblade.
I have a battle standard bearer with triple march and the Aether icon, with pistols and the MR2 rock. I have 2 machinists
So
with
he's
pistols.
MR3. Nice.
So I have 2 machinists with pistols. I have a tyrant with pistols who's my general, and he has a potion of strength.
Nice.
And then I had 10 extra points, and I found out later that new recruit is wrong, where I could have put pistols on the Doomblade, but because of new recruit, if you put a weapon on, you have to enchant that weapon. I can't enchant that hand weapon. So I should have just put pistols on my Doomblade,
Okay.
but I messed up. So whatever.
Wow. That sounds like a critical mistake. You'll pay
Critical
for that.
mistake. That's a lot of shots. Okay. I have 20 Plague Brotherhood with Musician Champ, 20 more Plague Brotherhood with Musician, 3 units of 13 foot pads. 1 has paired weapons to hit min core. I have a unit of 20 Giant Rats. I have 3 units of Plague Disciples, 2 Dreadnoughts, and 2 Plague Catapults.
3 units of Plague Disciples. Wow. Those Cav armies are not going to be happy about that.
Yeah, I'm actually like stoked now that I'm seeing all these Empire players.
And 2 Plague Catapults. Oh.
Yeah, so the idea being the pistols, the machinist, thaumaturgy, and the Doomblade handle big stuff. All of the footpad and the Plague Claw catapults deal with the cheap but numerous stuff.
Yeah. That's a lot of units.
And only 4 of them panic.
Really?
The footpads and the Giant Rats. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Well, I wanted to take High Elves to this, but then I realized that the new Skaven book is going to come out probably before our next tournament with COVID. So I was like, I might as well run this one more time.
Right.
I should have taken a Vermin Demon because they're going to absolutely ruin that model.
Yeah, I think it's going to be murdered.
Yeah, so I should have taken a Vermin Demon, but
yeah, for one last
I was also
shot.
worried about. Yeah, I should have taken like the Vermin Demon and the Doomblade because I don't know if the Doomblade is going to survive in its current, awesome state.
I think it's got such a penalty to it. It might stick around. The fact that you can't protect the guy.
I have killed him on turn 3 in 4 of the games I've ever played with the Doomblade. 4 out of 5.
Have you really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Happens all the time.
My last 2 games against people with that, it did 1 wound to him at best.
Mm-hmm.
So
that'd be nice.
Yeah. Doesn't work for me. All right. Jeremiah Nelson.
Warriors. Doomlord.
Hey, look at that. Big sorcerer.
Yikes!
On a battle shrine.
It's mean Doomlord. 15 Warriors of Pride with halberds, 10 horsemen.
Sworn, 2 units of flares, 2 Forsaken ones. Didn't give the whip to the flares.
The whip, you say?
I like the whip.
The whip, you say?
Yes.
I gotta remember. Hold on, I gotta remember what Forsaken ones do. Let me look that up real quick. I just never. They're always like it's always like Feldrax with warriors, right? So.
Right.
Let's see what this Forsaken one does.
Yeah, that was my first game at the one day. 2 Feldrax. Feldrak Elders or whatever.
Did you run over?
Let one charge.
So it's on a chariot base, 50 by 100.
Okay.
It's random movement, 3d6, and unbreakable. 6 hit points. It's defensive of 2.
That sucks. How many attacks it got?
D6 plus 3 grind attacks and a thunder stomp.
That's really good. D6
Agility
plus...
1, strength 6, tough 6. It's only AP 2.
Yeah, but D6
and a 5
plus
of fortitude.
D6 plus 3 auto hits, not attacks.
Yeah, D6 plus 3 auto hits. Yeah.
That's like 2d6 plus 6 attacks.
It's a lot. And I think irredeemable because it has that rule too. Makes it so you always fight.
What do you mean? Oh, whether you die or not?
Yeah. Oh, it cannot make stomp attacks though.
I thought you said it had thunderstomp.
Well, irredeemable means the model cannot make stomp attacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you remove it as a cast only at the end of initiative step 0.
Yep. No stomps. Okay. Still, that's a lot of
No
attacks.
stomps. No
D6 plus 3 odd hits, not attacks, is really good.
Hits, not attacks.
All right. We'll see what he does. It's a new list for him. Look at this. Joey's got warriors. Envy, Halberd Touch of Greatness, Immortal Gauntlets, Wasteland Dragon. Oh, wow.
I like dragons. Give Skaven a dragon.
Give Skaven a dragon. They've got one. Demon.
Oh. Barbarian horsemen are scoring. I didn't know that. Yeah, I like the envy. Joey rolls a lot of ones, so he gets to reroll ones that way.
That's good for him. He needs that. I think it should be a
Chosen Chariot
requirement for him.
The Chosen Chariot's a tough model. He added the Adept on Occult, which is nice, from his CGL list.
Right.
So it's really fast, aggressive list.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Didn't bother with dogs at all. No chaff.
That's what the Giants for.
Wow. All right, Joey. You did good with it in the tournament. Let's see how you do in this one. Look at this. Nothing under 300.
There's nothing cheap in that list.
Matt Taggart has warriors.
Taggart also has a dragon.
Hey, look, another dragon.
Yeah, MR3.
Jeez, how many dragons have we seen?
A lot.
There was at least 2 in the vampires, 2 in the so far in the warriors. Kelly has the baby dragon.
That's a lot of dragons.
That's a lot of dragons.
All right, so he has a dragon with what's that? 6 strength, 6 attacks with MR3.
Obsidian Rock and an Ether Icon. Yep.
He's got the Chosen Lord on the Chariot with a reroll. Shieldbreaker, Dragonfire Gem. He has a Doom Lord too. He has a Rod of Battle. Yes.
I don't see that much.
2 big blocks of warriors. He has 2 battle shrines, 6 Forsworn, 1 unit of chaff, and a Feldrak Elder. Awesome.
He gave his flayers bows.
Why would you not give them bows?
Because you get a whip.
You get the whip?
You get the whip. Feldrak Elder. All right.
Probably had some extra points to throw. So he has 3 spells.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of them being the Rod of Battle.
Okay.
He doesn't like his dogs either, no.
No. Yeah, but he does have one. He does have a few under 300 point units. And look at this, new to the Warriors. Not really. He's played them before.
All right, so he's got the Sorcerer on a Wasteland Behemoth, with an Adept on Evo with the Heirloom. He has a Chosen Lord on a Chariot with Greed, so he has all of the weapons. He has 3 Lust Warrior units. I think those are awesome. The Lust Core is awesome.
Lust does the reroll charges? What was it?
No, Lust does let you flee with Feign Flight.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. 2 units of Wretched Ones, 2 Chosen Chariots of Greed, 2 Forsaken Ones. It's a lot of single models.
It is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a lot of auto hits.
6. Yeah.
And a lot of unbreakable stuff.
Yeah. It's Phil's
only
tournament.
Has 3 scoring, though. He only has 3 scoring.
Really?
I don't think Wretched Ones score. Because they're unbreakable.
Okay.
So, if you're going to get Phil, you're going to get him on objective. No, they don't score.
I think that was the last list.
All right. Do you have pairings up too already?
Boom.
Hey, look at that.
So the first 5 are grudge matches. It's a lot of grudge matches. And here's what it came out.
All right, so we have Mitchell and Andy playing, so that's VC and Empire.
Yeah, the Cav. It's a Cav list versus the Ogres.
We have Ben Jones, which is Dread Elves versus
EOS again.
EOS again, yeah. And then we have VC from Nate against Halfling Goblins.
Yes.
We have Kelly, which is Highborn against Vampires.
Yeah.
And we have Brandon Phelps against Germ. So Ogres and Warriors of Chaos.
Ogres and Warriors.
It's going to be a lot of dead things.
Chris is playing Billy Smith.
I don't know who Billy Smith is. Was he Dwarves?
He was Dwarves, I believe. No. Was he?
No. I'll go back.
No.
You're in control.
I don't want to go back. I don't like going backwards.
Yeah, demons. He has demons. Interesting.
Okay. The Hope Harvester and the big Siren units that you're impressed with.
I just like fast things. I don't know how good they are. I like fast things.
It's the list.
Now you went too far.
What happened?
Now you went too far. You're an old man.
Where did it go? Slideshow.
Oh, yeah.
Why is it? Okay, there it is. All right. So Ben Nelson with his Dread Elves against the Equitane with Mark. Right? Where did you go? I think I lost Joe. Joe seems... There he comes. Let's see if I can get him back. Is he back?
Yeah, you kicked me. Whatever you were clicking with.
I don't know. I was just clicking buttons.
You're an old man.
I click buttons until things come back up on the screen.
Mm-hmm. It works.
Okay. What I was saying is, what do we got? Ben against Marks, Equitane, Dread Elves and Equitane.
Nice. Warriors and Dwarves?
That's going to be interesting.
I think Jeff's going to roll him because...
You think so?
He doesn't have a lot of AP on those Wretched ones and the Forsaken ones, and Jeff's got a lot of armor and a lot of armor piercing on those guys.
Okay.
I don't think that's great for Phil.
No.
But we'll see. I could be wrong there. I don't think it's great.
Keith Orcs and Goblins against Greg's Sylvan Elves.
Yeah. So we have a lot of models against Greg's poor grab-ass army.
Yeah. That's not great for Greg.
Nope.
You're playing Joshua Austin.
I don't know who that is. I've never met this person.
I do not know who this is.
I think they're the other dwarf player.
Okay. I'm not going to go back because I'll break it again.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Sweet. Let's see this.
Is he the dwarf player? Go on.
Yeah. Oh man, that means I have to read.
You got to deal with 2 field artillery, 2 organ guns.
That's not great for my poor.
No.
My poor naked rats.
They're all toughness 4, so at least your catapult needs 5s to wound. So you're only killing a third of his units at a time, not half.
I don't like this. Re-rack. Run it back.
Run it back. I don't like this at all. Hopefully the ambushing stuff.
I don't even have any good Doomblade targets. What is this?
Well, he's got his general there.
The guy just general on 5s? 4s or 5s? 4s? 4s?
Yeah. How bad's that? You just got to hit him once to kill him, don't you? Right?
Maybe. Depends on that D6 roll.
Hopefully you kill yourself before you get to him. Not a big fan of the Doomblade. All right. Well, that's your matchup.
Thanks for that. Oh, you broke it. Oh, you fixed it.
I didn't break it again. I didn't go too far this time.
All right, then we have Kevin with the VC against Taggart's big smashy Warriors. And then we have Joey's Warriors against Norbert's.
Joey's big smashy Warriors against Norbert's.
Very fast. Well, he's not really big smashy Warriors. He's very fast smashy Warriors.
Okay.
Everything's mounted in Joey's list.
There's the matchups. 24 players.
Hey, we got to 24. That's good. You don't have to play.
As long as all 24 show up.
Everybody show up.
Everybody please show up. I'm not interested in playing. Actually, no, I'll have a good time. Still have Joey. Don't know what that means. All right. So what do you think?
I'm excited. I'm excited to roll some real dice.
It's going to be interesting to get back and see these guys playing again.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's a good mix of players here. Should work out. Who's podiuming and who's going to podium?
Well, Chris Mintz has won this twice, 2 years in a row, right?
No, just last year.
Oh,
he's the reigning champ.
He's the reigning champ, so it's hard to pick against Chris, especially with the list that he's playing. I think that's got some really tricksy stuff with it.
Yeah, Billy.
I also like Keith's list. He was on top tables until he ran into Alex last year.
Yes, so this is a new army for him, though. Right?
Yeah, it is a new army for him. But
has he been doing it in UB at least?
I have no idea. I have not been playing UD.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with Keith, Chris, and
not picking yourself.
I have a Doomblade. I'm going to kill myself every time.
It's matchup.
I'm going to say Mark. Mark C with the Equitane. Going to bring home big points. There's a lot of like really juicy targets for that Duke.
There is.
As long as he can avoid the dwarf, as long as he avoids the dwarf gun line, like there's not that much shooting in this.
He's got to kind of stay away from you too, though.
Yeah, he doesn't want to run into my list.
Right.
But he can also basically just shove at me and say, "Take your shots," and then I'm charging.
Right.
So I might only get one round of shooting against him, and
yeah, he goes
that
first.
one round. If that one round does scaveny things, it's gonna be bad for one of us. Yeah, and Mark gets that free 20 playing Ben Nelson.
Wow.
The free 20.
He's got the spear blocks with the Academy banner.
So?
What are you saying? That's a lot of. He's going to do great.
He's going to do great.
Yeah. What is your surprise win in the first round? Who's going to pull off a win that you don't think was doable?
The upset. The upset?
Who's the upset in the first round? I'm actually looking at this, and yeah, I'm way out on a limb here, but I'm going to go Greg pulling the upset on Keith.
No.
Yep.
No. I'm going to go with Jeremiah upsetting Brandon Phelps.
Okay.
Yeah, Jeremiah upsetting the younger Phelps.
Just because and the only reason I'm picking Greg is Keith has two of the models that I hate. So
that Greg has no reliable way of killing because they're tough 8.
I don't know what you're talking about.
With his strength 4 blade dancers.
He's got a unit of Heath Hunters. They'll hit it in the flank, break it, and run it down.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Brandon shoves too far and gets his rock flank.
All right. Chris Mitchell's got a match on Andy. That should be a fun game.
I heard they're playing 40K right after. They're just gonna set up their 40K models instead of even playing fantasy.
Are they?
For their game.
Just agree on a 10-10.
Okay, we're gonna 10-10 and rack up the Death Guard and the Iron Warriors. That's what I hear.
And then Phil Carl's going to start with a 20. Wow.
Yeah, Ben Jones grudged Phil Carl to give Phil Carl a free 20.
Does he get paid for that?
I think so.
All right. Anyway.
I've heard tales of it.
All right. Well, that's 4 days away?
Yeah. We're setting up Friday night.
Yep. I'm not going to be there till about 6 or 7.
Okay.
So The place will be open. The place will be open at, I think, 4.
Okay.
The firehouse is open at 4 if anybody wants to get there, but I'm not going to be able to get there. I couldn't get the day off work, so.
Womp womp. And you're making masks are mandatory. Yep.
Masks are definitely mandatory. Temperatures at the door. Temperature taken at the door. Both days. And I think that's it. And that's 12. That's a big room for 12 tables.
It is a big room. You keep the doors open, yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's not,
That'll help, yeah.
No, as long as a cold spell doesn't go through, we'll be fine. Yeah.
Probably help with the smell. If a cold spell went through.
It's 24 people in that big, huge room.
Yep. Well, should be okay.
Yep. All right. Well, that's going to do it. Thanks for listening, everybody, and thanks for being here, Joe.
We'll see you on Friday. Good luck, everybody.
Sounds good. Let's end this.